April 18, 2016. Midlothian, Texas. 4:16 a.m. The door creaked open. A shadow stepped inside. They wore body armor, like police. But this was no cop. The building was dark. Silent. Empty. The figure moved slowly. Room to room. Hammer in hand. Minutes later. Missy walked in. She was there to lead a fitness class. She never made it out alive. There was no scream. No warning. No camera saw the attack. Who was behind the mask? Why were they dressed like SWAT? And why did they want Missy dead? This is not a movie. This happened. In a real church. To a real mother. Subscribe to Unbelievable True Story. Because the quietest buildings can hide the darkest crimes. And the next story might be about someone you know. April 18, 2016. Midlothian, Texas. 4:16 a.m. It was still dark. The streets were quiet. But inside the Creekside Church of Christ, someone was already moving. Missy Bevers. 45 years old. Fitness instructor. Wife. Mom of 3. She was there early. Too early. She had a boot camp class to teach at 5 a.m. She opened the doors. Brought in her gear. Set up mats. Checked the music. Everything seemed normal. Until the camera caught something strange. The man in armor. At 3:50 a.m., long before Missy arrived, someone was already inside. Wearing black clothes. Dressed like a SWAT officer. Helmet. Vest. Gloves. Boots. He walked slowly. Room to room. Opening doors. Breaking windows. Looking around, but not taking anything. He didn't rush. He didn't panic. He looked like he belonged. But he didn't. The attack. Just minutes after Missy entered, the camera turned off. Police say she was attacked inside. No alarm was triggered. No witness saw it. They found her body by the altar. Broken. Beaten. She never had a chance. Panic in the morning. At 5 a.m., her students arrived. The parking lot was mostly empty. They found the doors open, but no Missy. Then, they found her. Blood. Silence. Shock. They called 911. The police came fast. They sealed off the church. But the killer was already gone. Questions begin. Why was Missy targeted? Who was the person in black? And how did they get inside before her? This is a real story. Every second of that morning is real. You can watch the security video. You can read the police reports. This happened. In a quiet Texas town. In a place meant for peace. A woman walked into her church, and never walked out. Police arrived minutes later. They found Missy. She was already gone. The rain kept falling outside. The parking lot was empty. Only one car was there. Missy's. Whoever did this had come on foot. Or parked somewhere else. Brandon Bevers, Missy's husband, had flown to Mississippi the day before. He was there with fishing buddies. Many people saw him. He was in photos. On camera. Police ruled him out. But they still had questions. He was calm in interviews. Maybe too calm. Still, no hard evidence tied him to the crime. Then came the father-in-law. Randy Bevers. Brandon's father. He came to pick up Missy's car. Police noticed something right away. His walk. It looked familiar. They compared it to the suspect's walk in the video. Same limp. Same arm swing. Same shape. Could it be him? They asked for his blood. His clothes. His phone. He cooperated. He gave them everything. They tested his boots. No match. They checked his alibi. He was hundreds of miles away too. Another dead end. Internet detectives joined the hunt. The video was shared online. Reddit lit up. YouTube. Facebook. Everyone became a detective. Some said the killer was a woman. Others said it was a short man. People slowed the footage down. Zoomed in. Studied shadows. No face. No name. Just questions. Then another video came up. Surveillance footage from a gun store. Same night. Same time. A car was circling the lot. Slowly. Over and over again. It matched the timeline. Was this the killer? Were they waiting? But the video was grainy. No plates. Just a silver Nissan Altima. The driver never came inside. And just like that, they vanished. Some said it was a jealous lover. Others thought it was a student's angry parent. Missy had once reported a creepy message. Someone said they were watching her. But that lead went cold. The SWAT suit. Police checked costume stores. Online orders. Nothing matched. Some said it looked custom-made. Who would go that far, just to kill? Every year, the town holds a run in Missy's memory. People wear purple. Her favorite color. Her daughters cry. Her husband speaks. But no arrest is made. The case goes cold. Yet the video stays online. The killer's walk plays again and again. That heavy, slow step. That swing of the arm. That eerie calm. They moved like they belonged there. Like the church was familiar. April 22, 2016. Midlothian, Texas. 1 week after Missy Bevers was murdered. The town was still shaken. People locked their doors tighter. Cameras were installed in churches and schools. And rumors? They were everywhere. People whispered in parking lots. They exchanged worried looks at gas stations. Everyone wanted to know the same thing. Who killed Missy? But the days kept passing. And still, no answers. Missy's funeral was packed. Family, friends, gym clients. Even people who didn't know her came. Brandon Bevers stood near her casket. His face was pale. His daughters clung to him. He spoke, but his voice cracked. My wife was strong. She loved people. She helped them feel better. That's who she was. There were tears. There was silence. But in the back rows, there were also stares. Some looked at Brandon. Some whispered about her father-in-law, Randy. Others wondered, was her killer sitting in the room? Investigators were there too. In plain clothes. Watching. They looked for nervous faces. Odd behavior. Anything strange. But everyone just looked, sad. Still, they watched Brandon closely. And Randy. Why? Because both men were out of town when Missy died. Brandon was on a fishing trip. Randy was flying home that same morning. The timing felt too perfect. And there was another thing. Just days before the murder, a man walked into a gun store. Surveillance footage caught him. He was tall. He wore a police-style vest. He walked around, looking at guns. But he didn't buy anything. He just wandered, then left. And police thought. He looked a lot like the person in the church video. But it wasn't a perfect match. The walk was different. The shape, not quite right. They ran the footage on the news. "Do you know this man?" they asked. No one called. Then a strange thing happened. A tip came in. It said someone close to Missy might know more. It was just a message. No name. No number. But it said, "Check the phone records. Look closer at the text messages." Police took it seriously. They dug deep into Missy's phone. And what they found shocked them. Missy had been texting with several men. Some were just friendly. Others? More flirty. One man had sent messages late at night. They talked often. Brandon knew about some of the messages. But not all. Police wondered, was someone jealous? Angry? Could this be the reason for the murder? They brought in a man for questioning. He admitted he and Missy had messaged a lot. He cared about her. But he had an alibi. His phone records proved it. He wasn't in Texas that night. Another dead end. Then police found something even stranger. Just days before her murder, Missy got a message on LinkedIn. It was from a fake account. The message said things like, "I know what you're doing, and, you better stop." It felt like a threat. But who sent it? The account disappeared soon after. Deleted. Police couldn't trace it. But they believed it was from someone who knew Missy. Someone who wanted to scare her, or worse. Internet detectives had a theory. They said Missy's father-in-law, Randy, walked just like the killer. They made video comparisons. It was eerie. Police questioned Randy. He explained his limp was from a past injury. He had no reason to hurt Missy. He loved her, he said. Plus, he was at the airport during the murder. Surveillance footage proved it. Another theory, gone. One more piece of footage gave people hope. At 2 a.m., hours before the murder, a silver Nissan Altima was seen driving near the church. It circled the parking lot. Drove slowly. The driver never got out. Police asked for help. "Do you know who owns this car?" Thousands watched the clip. No one came forward. It was just another mystery. Just another ghost. The person in the church left no fingerprints. They didn't take anything. They didn't leave any blood or hair behind. They only left fear. And confusion. And a question. Why? Missy's family believed it was. They said this wasn't random. The killer waited for her. They knew her schedule. They knew the church. And they dressed like a cop. To fool her? Or to hide their real identity? The police didn't know. The family didn't know. Nobody knew. Everything you've heard so far. It's true. You can look it up. You can read the reports. This really happened. In a small, quiet Texas town, a woman was murdered. In a church. And no one has ever been arrested. No one has ever been charged. Some say the killer was someone jealous. Maybe a rival. Maybe a jilted lover. Others say it was a hit. Paid for. Planned. Some think it was someone from inside the church. Others believe it was someone she trusted. Someone she let get close. No proof. Just theories. But every year, new people look into it. And every year, new questions come up. Missy's daughters are older now. They still talk about her. Still miss her. Brandon stays quiet most days. He said in one interview, "I just want the truth. I want to know who did this." So does everyone. The Creekside Church of Christ is still there. People still go. But the early mornings? They feel different. The halls are quiet. The doors have stronger locks. And the memory of that rainy April morning still hangs in the air. Who dressed like a cop just to kill a mother of 3? Why did they walk so slowly? And why pick Missy? The theories grew wild. Was it a stalker? Was it revenge? Or something darker? Weeks passed. Then months. Then years. New detectives came. Left. Came again. TV shows covered it. Podcasts discussed it. TikToks guessed at it. But none had answers. Just the same blurry footage. Just the same unanswered questions. Missy's daughters grew up without a mom. Her husband stayed quiet. Her friends kept crying. And the killer? They disappeared. Just like smoke in the wind. What would you do if your mother went to teach fitness and never came home? What if your neighbor wore a police outfit, but wasn't a cop? What if someone you trusted had a secret you never saw coming? As the sun rose over Midlothian on April 20, 2016, the town was still waking up. People turned on their TVs, phones buzzed with news alerts. The story of Missy Bevers' murder was everywhere. The video. The costume. The unknown killer. Everyone had a theory. Everyone had fear. The church, a place of safety, now felt cold. The walls that once echoed with music and prayers held something darker now, something silent. Something evil. Police reviewed the footage again and again. Frame by frame. Step by step. Who walked like that? Who was that tall? Who would wear a fake SWAT suit? They noticed how the person wandered. Not fast. Not in a rush. Almost calm. Like they knew there was time. Like they knew no one would interrupt them. They asked Brandon Bevers, Missy's husband, to come in again. He had an alibi. He was 600 miles away. In Mississippi. But questions still lingered. How did he react to the news? Was there tension in the marriage? Had Missy told anyone she felt unsafe? The police also looked into Missy's messages. Her phone. Her Facebook. Her emails. And they found something. Missy had been talking to someone. A man. Not her husband. The messages were flirtatious. Playful. But nothing confirmed an affair. Still, it opened another door. Could jealousy be the motive? The police interviewed friends. Some said Missy seemed stressed. Others said she was just busy. No one thought she was in danger. But what about the gear? The SWAT costume? Where did it come from? Why wear it? It wasn't just to hide the killer's face. It was to send a message. This wasn't random. This was planned. Someone wanted to scare her. Hurt her. And then, silence her. Missy had arrived around 4:15 a.m. She posted a photo to Facebook. A motivational quote. She was ready to lead the class. No one else had arrived yet. Between 4:15 and 5 a.m., someone else entered the church. That's when it happened. The crime was brutal. Police won't reveal all the details. But it was personal. Close. Face to face. The person knew how to hurt her. And they didn't run. One of Missy's students showed up just before 5 a.m. They saw broken glass and called 911. What do you think truly happened that night? If you're drawn to real stories that stay with you, subscribe now to Unbelievable True Story. Because every week, we reveal the darkest truths hidden in plain sight. Watch the next video on your screen, or dive into our full playlist of real mysteries and crimes. The next story might be even more shocking.